What up, Virgo Collective? Virgo Collective, you are the second sign for the night. The second and last sign for the night. I do 2 signs every night, except for Sunday. Sundays are when I do the personal paid readings. And it just so happens to be I did the Leo reading. I'm sorry if y'all missed out on the Leo reading. It was kind of a good one. It was kind of in-depth. I don't necessarily think it was too entertaining, but it's not that I shoot for every reading to be entertaining. You know, if I'm feeling it, then I'm feeling it. But, you know, more so it's that I want the readings to have an emotional depth, yes, but also I want y'all to get the necessary information that comes out of the readings. Alright, so if y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. It is greatly appreciated, maybe even muchly so. If y'all like the energy I bring to the tarot TikTok table, definitely hit that like button, maybe even a few times. Like. If y'all have a specific Virgo in your life that you would like to share this reading with, definitely hit the share button. Does not have to be a Virgo, though. It could be anyone as long as they have the TikTok app and as long as they have love for tarot. As long as they love tarot as much as you, as much as me, maybe even more, then yes, definitely hit the share button hit the share button for a specific Virgo in your life. Alrighty. Thank you all Virgos for being patient with me as I shuffle the cards back into the deck from the Leo reading. I do have a YouTube channel. I really hope y'all subscribe to that YouTube channel because I don't want y'all to miss out on readings and then have to, you know, ask for a recap. I don't mind it when y'all ask for a recap, but at the same time, I only have a specific window of opportunity I do these readings in. And if you just so happen to not be able to make it during that window of opportunity, that is totally okay. Y'all have your own lives. I totally get it. I totally respect it. You know, that is half the reason why, yes, I have a YouTube channel, so y'all don't have to miss out on these live videos. The other half is obviously because I get subscribers, and yes, I technically do need, about 11 more subscribers before I'm at 500 subscribers on YouTube. So with that being said, yes, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, not only because I don't want y'all to miss out on future readings, but also, yes, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. I don't know why it's not common knowledge for tarot readers to be using the intentions of not just Sun, but Rising and Moon and Venus, you know, but more tarot readers should be using the intention of the readings resonating, because not only does it resonate with more people that way, but yeah, why wouldn't you want your tarot reading to resonate with more people? And or, you know, why would you only want to read for a specific placement? It only makes sense to me to, yeah, include Sun, Moon, and Rising, maybe even Venus. But with that being said, Virgo Collective, it is about time for the bridge shuffle. If y'all are new here when I do the bridge shuffle, that is the green light to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy. That is right. I'm almost done shuffling. About 36 after. I will do 3 more. 36 after. Thank y'all for being patient with me. Hope y'all are having a fantastic Wednesday night. I was kind of fighting a headache there for a split second, and then someone in the Leo reading mentioned peppermint, so I was like, hey, I have icebreakers. Or technically in this case, are they headache breakers? I sure hope so. They helped me a little bit. Thank you, Karen, for the pair of scissors. We're definitely going to get to the bridge shuffle now. 3 more. A 1, a 2, a 3. There it is. Alrighty, y'all. Once more, if you are new to what I do here at Free Will Tarot, go ahead and send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety, and I will cut this deck with them. There it is, and there it was. Hello, Sarah. Alrighty. Hot pocket. Here is the deck. I will cut it here in a split second. I will let y'all send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety. It could be scissors, it could be swords, it could be daggers, tridents. It could be sharp cheese for all I care. Teeth. Someone sent me teeth, and I was like, oh, sharp teeth. That's very punny there. But neither here nor there. Go ahead and send sharp emojis in the comments, and I will roll the dice for the overall theme and or topic for you, Virgo. What do we have for Virgo for the next week as I do weekly readings? What do we have for Virgo in the next week? What does Virgo need to know for the next week ahead? Here we go. Ooh, we have a 1 and a 6. 1 being new beginnings. 6 being momentum away from conflict. Solutions, whether they are practical or impractical, meaning creative solutions possibly. Out of the box. Out of the box thinking. Could be that you are coming across some illumination of truth, light after darkness, some truth after a period of darkness being a fog of confusion, maybe a little bit of fear, maybe a little bit of uncertainty. But with that being said, new beginnings, 6. New beginnings and momentum away from conflict. I like that. I'm not sure what kind of new beginning. It could be an area, or any area of life, technically. But we're going to keep that overall theme and or topic in mind during the reading. I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck. Thank you all for interacting with me in the comments. With that being said, y'all, one more time, please do hit that follow button if you're new. Please do hit that like button if you like the energy I bring to the Tarot TikTok table. And hit that share button if you have a Virgo in your life. Does not have to be a Virgo, it could be anyone, as long as they have the TikTok app, and as long as they love tarot as much as you, as much as me, maybe even more. Here we go. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your energy. Here is your challenge. Here is your person's energy. I'll keep that. Here is the similarities or common ground between you both, and that's strange. There is the possible outcome and or advice. It said, go, I have a Virgo sun. Nice, Virgo here. Alright, y'all. We do have 5 cards here on the Tarot TikTok table. Here in about 20-21 minutes, give or take, we will clarify with 5 more cards, 1 card per each placement within the spread, and then we will recap for anyone new joining the live stream at that time. With that being said, let's go ahead and start this reading. Now, I will mention that the 3rd card in this spread is also an extra card in this deck. I did not mention to y'all what decks I'm using. The Prisma Visions Tarot is the first deck I'm using for this reading, Virgo. And then the Light Visions Tarot is the deck I'm using to clarify. With that being said, yes, the Prisma Visions Tarot has an extra card or 2 or 3. I'm not sure how many. But when we get to that spread, or that placement within the spread, maybe y'all can look it up for me. Someone look up the Prisma Visions Tarot. How long have you been doing readings in general? It will be 3 years this September 14th that I've been doing live stream videos, either for Facebook or for TikTok. I've been doing it for a year. It would have been March 13th, a year from, yes, last year, March 13th. I literally just, this last week, no, the week before. Yeah, literally the week before I just celebrated my 1 week TikTok live anniversary. Or not live, TikTok live, just TikTok in general. But yeah, I've been doing readings for 4 years, 4 or 5 years now. But any users, y'all, does someone want to volunteer and look up the Prisma Visions Tarot and then come back? Prisma Visions Tarot, that's Prisma. Doesn't have to be everyone, but someone write this down for me and then look up the extra cards and or the interpretations of those extra cards, because I'm going to be getting to that card specifically. I said, why are we looking it up? Because I'll put it this way. Let me just show you. It's the Illumination card. This is the extra card in the deck. I'm going to go ahead and use it in the spread. Illumination. I technically don't necessarily need the guidebook or any interpretations from a guidebook. I can definitely do it intuitively, like an educated guess per se. But yeah, that is this other person's placement. If y'all want to do so, it helps me. At the same time, you don't have to. So with that being said, 9 of Swords, Virgo. Why are you in 9 of Swords energy? We're going to start your reading now. 9 of Swords. Why are you in 9 of Swords energy? Are you missing a specific person? Are you getting anxious about why they aren't messaging you? Are they possibly ghosting you? Are they possibly taking a long time to get a hold of you? Stress from school? Okay, I suppose that could be. I suppose this could be stress in an area of your life. It does not have to be a specific relationship. But for this reading, I am going to use the example of a romantic relationship. Yeah, it's like, for the 9 of Swords, it definitely could be that you're maybe stressing out about, hey, why is this person not keeping in contact with me? Maybe this person is ghosting to some degree. Maybe you're losing sleep. Maybe this is a long-distance relationship for all I know, and you're missing this person. I do know to some degree Virgos can be worrywarts. So at the very least, you could be worried about this person. You know, for all I know, this person does have some health issues. Maybe they themselves are going through something. I mean, y'all seen the card that is in this person's placement. And said, oh my god, nailed it. Yes, collective reading. Very curious about how these cards reading these card reading work. Ping, you are spot on about someone not reaching out to my Virgo sun. Okay. Yeah, the Virgo definitely could be missing someone, being a 9 of Swords. It's like, I'm a little bit worried. Why is this person not reaching out? Illumination card means awakening, enlightening the source. Okay, thank you, Taylor. Thank you. We do have the High Priestess. What card is in their spot? Yes, as Miss Taylor mentioned, blocked a Virgo, so yeah. Blaze Baby 98. What in the actual? You're supposed to be on the Virgo side. Not necessarily. Just because you're my moderator does not mean you technically have to be on anyone's side. But with that being said, yeah, the Illumination card is on this person's side of the reading. This person's energy is coming up as illumination. I did ask if someone would volunteer to help me out and look up the guidebook of what this card means. Enlightenment, illumination of the truth, technically. As I mentioned, you definitely could be having momentum away from conflict. Maybe some sort of illuminating light of the truth to you after a period of darkness. But I feel like this person is illuminating light to themselves. They are having some sort of illumination on their end. I'm not sure if they are speaking this truth to you and that's why you are so stressed out. Very well could possibly be. Are the Virgos finding it challenging to listen to their intuition? Did the Virgos, they said like an awakening. Yes, definitely like an awakening. It's like, oh, holy crap, I'm awakening. I am having an illumination of truth. It's like, whoa, I'm recognizing my power. Possibly. So that's cool. Each card is part of a bigger picture. Exactly. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you did notice that? Yeah, there's 4 cards right here in a row. I'm not sure what that card is, or that one, or that one, or that one. But they all, when you put them in a row, they create a picture, which I think is a really neat concept. But any hoosers, yeah. With the High Priestess and the challenge, I feel like you find it challenging to listen to your intuition about this. It's like your ego tells you, oh no, my safe space, my comfort zone. They're either ghosting me or, you know, they are seeing some sort of red flag, or they're, you know, as Virgos, we can be worrywarts, we can be overthinkers, and we can come up with, I'm sure, just as anyone else, you know, all sorts of ideas as to what this person could be doing. It's like, what kind of illumination are they going through? What kind of awakening are they going through? Are they awakening to their power in the sense that they want to leave the Virgo? Or are they coming into their power as to, wow, they see the Virgo and they want to, you know, give more to them. They want to make sure that the Virgo is taken care of. Could it be? I don't know. We're going to clarify here in about 12 minutes. But yeah, it's like maybe you yourself, Virgo, have put in a lot of effort into this relationship with this person. You're now, you know, getting to a point where you're feeling emotionally attached to them. And it's weird. You definitely could be getting emotionally attached to them while they're emotionally detaching, and it's like, what the heck? You know, what's going on here? With the High Priestess, when we put in a lot of effort into a relationship, into a work project, into a car that we've been fixing up, a lot of effort into something, when we invest a lot of energy into something, and it's all of a sudden taken away, our ego gets a little scattered. It's like, uh-oh, I'm feeling anxious. You know, I'm feeling stressed out a little bit. Like, your ego wants to, like, act up and, like, no. I put in so much effort in this relationship. Why is this person just ghosting me? Why is this person, you know, why am I missing this person possibly? Why am I overthinking this? You know, so yeah, with the intuition not being listened to, maybe you should let this go, let all the effort you put into this relationship go, but at the same time, there's a challenge in listening to your intuition, meaning the opposite end of the spectrum. You definitely could be listening to your ego. All branches of the ego are confusion and fear. 9 of Swords. Sun just left rehab today. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. That could definitely be a little scary, getting out of your comfort zone after how long were they there? It said Leo taking break from each other. Okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be as scary as this reading is being portrayed, you know, or this reading is portraying, you know. But I do wonder, you know, what is this illumination this person is coming forth with? It's definitely a big question mark as to what this person is being illuminating, or what sort of truth is being illuminated to this person. Is it their power? How they could put in more effort and nurture the Virgo, take care of the Virgo, make sure the Virgo doesn't overthink all the time. You know, give the Virgo some sort of reassurance. Not that the Virgo necessarily needs it all the freaking time. You know, they can be a hard worker. They can, have their own independence. I feel, though, with the Sun card and the similarities or common ground between you both, there definitely could be some sort of illumination to you both. So maybe this person is about to share some sort of truth and or illuminate to you some sort of truth that was illuminated to them. The Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. And I do feel like, yeah, after a little bit of time of maybe being in the dark, a period of darkness, fear, confusion, illusion, it's like maybe you want to stay silent, but you're finding it challenging to do so. And you're wanting to be happy again. You're not wanting to be in this Nine of Swords, stressful energy, worried, overthinking, fearful. I do feel like there could be a specific conversation you want to have with this person. Maybe in order to have this illumination, or after the illumination of truth, it's like, okay, now that you know this truth, we're going to have a talk, Anytime you are trying to illuminate yourself with space and or, ghosting me and or making sure that I'm not okay, it's like, or making sure that I'm okay, make sure that I'm okay, says the Virgo. I don't need reassurance all the time, but at the same time, I'm a little bit stressed out here. I find it challenging to listen to my intuition and just chill out. I'm kind of in my ego, thinking the worst, and you're over here having some truth illuminated to you with this illumination card, and it's like, okay, should I be worried? Should I not? What is this truth? I do feel like this, yes, is the intentions of both of you to want to be happy in this relationship. I feel like with the King of Swords, eventually you'll have a logical conversation with this person. More so head over heart. Okay, let's get out my emotions, says Virgo. What's going on? I'm about to detach from my emotions. And you're not going to like that. Because if I have to detach from my emotions, then I'm going to have to attach and grow slowly but surely and invest my emotions slowly but surely over time all over again. Maybe it's taken the Virgo a little bit of time to invest their emotions and or to become emotionally attached to this person. I'm not sure if this person is manipulating you to have those emotions come out, to where you overthink more. And that's the illumination that they're having. Oh, if I do this behavior, then they show up in this behavior. If I show up in this behavior, you know what I'm saying? I will say that typically, in general, it is in women's genes to test men. I will say this. Typically, in general, it is in women's genes to test men with this behavior, with that behavior. Because if they get too emotional, if men get too emotional and it's like overboard, they can't handle a woman's emotions, then what makes the man think that the woman is going to stick around, if the man is more emotional than the woman? I know, gender roles, I get it. It's not a topic that a lot of people like to have and or confront, but technically it's a thing. Maybe not in all women. Some women can definitely be more masculine. Some women can be more feminine. Some women can be more logical. Some women can be more emotional. No matter the case, it's always in women's genes to test a man and their emotions. If they are strong in their emotions, they don't stress out, like whatever happens, happens, then technically the woman is going to be more attached, and I'm not sure who I'm talking about. Maybe this is a man that is being illuminated with some sort of truth. Maybe this is a woman, Virgo, that we're talking about, or a feminine man, Virgo. No matter the case, yeah, someone is being either tested, or some truth about this relationship is being illuminated to this person. This said, 2 cents for your thoughts. Thank you. Is it possible for a male Virgo to have feminine zodiac qualities? Yes. Yes. Me. For in fact. Thank you for asking. I myself have feminine, creative, receptive, go with the flow, Virgo rising traits. So thank you for asking. That would be me. It said, I wear non-gender jeans. And they spelled jeans with a G-E-N. That's funny. G-E-N-E-S. Men can have divine masculine or feminine. Yes, I would like to think I'm in my divine feminine most of the time, but I too can have a balance of masculine and feminine, as anyone could. I said, I'm a Virgo female who masculine, but coming more into my feminine side. There you go. Yeah, I do feel like there will be a serious talk, Virgo. And if not, this is your advice, to have a serious conversation with this person. I said, oh my God, this reading is amazing. It's just so hard when I'm such an overthinker. I know. Same here. It's like, hey, please give me just a little bit of a reassurance. A little bit of reassurance goes a long ways. If I don't have anything to worry about, then awesome. But also, your behavior, you ghosting, you not reaching out to me like you normally do, it's not like I myself am not reaching out. It's not like, I'm saying I'm not putting in effort. So where is this coming from? It's not like you're reflecting my lack of effort. Where is this coming from? It's coming from somewhere. Are you being illuminated about something you don't like and you're not speaking up? I think a lot of Virgo, either men or Virgo women, could definitely be flexible in the sense of, hey, let's fix the problem. If you do see an issue or see a red flag, I can't speak for all Virgo collective, but, it's a possibility. They said, this is an exceptional reading, Rickster. Thank you, Finch Girl. Yes, reassurance is key with me too. My mind goes far and even make up scenarios for no reason. I know. I'm right there with y'all. It's pretty bad. It's probably my toxic trait. It's like, hey, I'm pretty intelligent myself, but at the same time, with that intelligence, I can come up with so many things in my imagination. With that being said, maybe there is some momentum away from this conflict. Maybe with that King of Swords, there is a new beginning that's being discussed. So I'm going to start shuffling so we can clarify this reading. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. It is greatly appreciated. If y'all like the energy I bring to the tarot TikTok table, definitely hit that follow button, or that like button. It said, I find that I am always being judged and then my mind goes crazy. That's pretty crazy, because I myself find myself being judgmental towards myself. I'd rather judge myself than anyone else. And then when I finally do hear, someone say, oh no, don't judge yourself, be more patient. It's like, okay, I calm down just a little bit. That reassurance, helps me, but at the same time, I can't help it. It's that perfectionist in us, right? Was there one more comment? I know there's a blessing coming, and I don't know. My head is going wild. Same here. Awesome reading. Thank you, me. Yeah. I don't know if this person is being judgmental towards you or what the case, Virgo, but we're going to continue to shuffle so we can clarify this reading. If y'all have a specific Virgo in your life that you would like to share this reading with, definitely hit the share button. It does not have to be a Virgo. Keep that in mind. It can be anyone as long as they love tarot as much as you, as much as me, maybe even more. And especially if they have the TikTok app. It would be super embarrassing if they didn't have the TikTok app and you went to share it with them. And it's like, oh yeah, that's right, they don't have TikTok. Any Hoosers. It said, I'm a Virgo. 9 shining armor. Got that worry-wart, white knight syndrome. Yep, I know the feeling, y'all. We just want to fix a person and or fix the problems that we have within the relationship. I feel that. We are givers, but people are going to believe and say and do what they want when it comes to Virgos. Any Hoosers, if y'all do not want to miss out on another future reading or the information, the messages that come with these readings, definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. My YouTube link is in my TikTok bio of my account. With that being said, I did do 4 of my very first live YouTube videos on Sunday. This last Sunday, I did do my very first live YouTube videos. Please check them out. They're for the next 6 months. It's a 6 month overview. And one last thing, every Sunday, about an hour and a half ago. Yes, Forrest Tarot, thank you so much. You're super observant every time you come onto my channel. Thank you so much. Super observant. Tarot. That's what we're doing here. I do personal paid readings every Sunday. An hour and a half, y'all. Forrest, you drive me crazy with that. You just type tarot, and that's it. You drive me crazy. Much love to you. But yeah, you drive me crazy, bro. With that being said, an hour and a half ago is when you need to set your alarm if you would like and or are interested in a personal paid reading through Cash App. Make sure you have a working Cash App. Alrighty? With that being said, lettuce, the main ingredient for salad. Let us go ahead and she does drive crazy. Ha ha ha. Sheeshers. Sheeshers by the seashore. Sheeshers. Alright, y'all. Let us go ahead and lettuce. Yes, main ingredient for salad. Let's clarify this reading, shall we? I think we shall. I think we shall. 3 more. 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty, y'all. If y'all are new to what I do here at Free Will Tarot, when I do the bridge shuffle, that is the green light to send scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety. I don't care if they're scissors. I don't care if it's sharp cheese. I don't care if it's sharp teeth. Tridents are sharp, technically. A sharp-looking male emoji. Wow, that's one sharp-looking male emoji. You know what I'm saying? I don't care the example of anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety. As long as it is sharp and pointy, yes. One sharp-looking arm. I'm going to go ahead and get a quick drink, and we will clarify, shall we? I think we shall. I'm pretty curious as to how this reading is going to end out. Alrighty, y'all. Thank you all for commenting and or interacting with me in the comments. We're going to clarify this reading right here, right now. One more time. Hit the follow button, hit the like button, hit the share button. YouTube link is in the TikTok bio. Hour and a half ago to set your alarm for personal paid readings. And here we go. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. We're clarifying the 9 of Swords in your energy. Why? Clarifying the High Priestess in the challenge. Alright, I'm going to need one of y'all to look up another extra card. Actually, technically, I know what this card is. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. But yeah, when we get to it, I'll I'll read it out for you, and you can look it up in the guidebook if need be, but I technically know what this is about. We're clarifying the illumination card for this person. And we're clarifying the similarities or common ground between you both with the Sun card, and clarifying the King of Swords in what? In the possible outcome and or advice. What? This is a weird reading, Virgo, especially having those 2 extra cards. I knew this was eventually going to happen. But yeah. Said, big compliment, Rick, for Forrest to do anything. Really? It said, tarot. Yeah, I'm a type tarot. Yeah. JK. Is it really a big compliment for Forrest to do anything? Oh my god, I'm scared. Don't be scared. What about the reading or my impression? Bear, do you know who Forrest is? You said it was a she. I do apologize for misgendering, but also, heyo, what up? You know them personally then, my daughter. Okay, I do apologize then. Recap. Yes, thank you. The reading, LOL. Forrest Gump? No, it's not Forrest Gump, quit it. Nine of Swords. How long ago did you start reading for Virgo? About 37 minutes ago. That's when you need to set a reminder for every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, Nine of Swords. I do feel like you're about to miss a specific person. You're about to be stressed possibly in the next week. Maybe they are about to ghost you. Maybe they are about to be like, I know what I want and it's not Virgo. It said, got it, thanks. Yeah, because you might be a little heartbroken. 3 of Swords. 9 of Swords, 3 of Swords. This isn't the best energy to show up in, Virgo, to this reading or to the next week ahead. Goodness gracious. 9 of Swords, stress, anxiety, waking up from a nightmare and realizing, oh wait, I'm still in a nightmare. When I wake up, I'm still in a nightmare. Lots of swords, oh yeah. Goodness gracious. I'm still in a nightmare because I'm heartbroken. I'm feeling heartbroken. I want to remind y'all that the 3 of Swords is, yes, a temporary heartbreak. I'm grieving my brother. He was a Virgo. Oh goodness, I do apologize and I'm sorry. He said Mercury retrograde is coming up, going to battle. Goodness gracious. Yeah, 3 of Swords. This is a temporary heartbreak. For some of you, just broke up with my Virgo. LOL. Well, y'all keep in mind, Virgo are human beings as well. I don't think the Virgos would not necessarily say, oh, I just broke up with the Cancer or the Aquarius or the Leo or the whatever sign y'all cross watchers are. So please be sensitive to the Virgo reading. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. With that being said, 3 of Swords. Said, I didn't say, LOL. I'm sure you didn't, but hey. 3 of Swords, temporary heartbreak. I want to remind y'all, Virgos, that this is only temporary. The 3 of Swords isn't as bad as the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is the ultimate ending. Maybe to some degree you are feeling a little heartbroken in the situation, but I do feel like this is your thoughts affecting your emotional, your heart space, your manifestation abilities. Why can't I talk? Manifestation abilities, yes, but also keep in mind this is only temporary. In the next 6 months, in the next year, in the next 3 months, for all I know, you're not going to be feeling this. You're going to be looking back at the situation like, oh, that's why I had to go through what I went through. Because I wasn't meant to be with that person. Or I wasn't meant to be at that job. I wasn't meant to have this car. I wasn't meant to, stay at this location. Whatever the case, whatever you're about to lose out on or feel a loss of, you was not meant to have it forever in your life. Please do remind yourself that your future self is looking at you and proud that you are going through this loss, because without that loss, it would have driven you crazy even more with the Nine of Swords. You would have been even more stressed out if you kept whatever this is in your life. Maybe it is another person. Maybe it is a car, a job, an environment you live in. This eclipse has my mind and body all out of whack. I agree. I said, hopefully, fingers crossed, Virgo are probably the most sensitive. I'm a Leo. My BFF is a Virgo. Can someone recap so far? This is literally the recap. Nine of Swords. Virgos are feeling stressed out for something. There is a problem or an issue that is still relevant. Possibly how you're about to be heartbroken over maybe losing a family member. I don't want to say it's necessarily that they're passing away. I mean, for some, maybe sure, and my condolences if that is the case. I will definitely keep this reading sensitive if that is the case. But for others, it's losing a car, losing a relationship that was very important to them. Whether it was romantic, whether it was platonic, it does not matter. This relationship was important to you, and you wanted to nurture it to some degree, even if this person didn't give you the chance to. With the High Priestess in the challenge, I do want to keep y'all informed that yes, Three of Swords did clarify the Nine of Swords. If this is the case and you're heartbroken over, why you're stressed out, keep in mind, this is a temporary heartbreak. Keep in mind, you won't be heartbroken for too long. Maybe you need to heal for 3 months, maybe 6 months. In that healing journey, you will understand why you had to lose out on this person, romantic or platonic, this job, this car, this living space, whatever the case, whatever the example. It's only temporary, okay? Do keep that in mind. With the High Priestess in the challenge, I do feel like this was something you put a lot of effort into. And when we lose something that we put a lot of effort or energy or money or time even into, our ego goes crazy. It's like we don't want to accept, our ego doesn't want to accept that we have lost out on something we put in so much effort and or got comfortable with dealing with. I feel like, yeah, you find it challenging to listen to your intuition because your intuition will be telling you, hey, your intuition, I do, to some degree, feel like it's the same thing to some degree. Maybe some of you are going to disagree with me, but to some degree, I feel like the intuition and the higher self, the future self, are somewhat the same people or person or energy. Just joined. Are we all depressed? Virgo rising. Yes, we are. Tapping is therapeutic. Yeah, I do feel with the High Priestess, you could find it challenging to listen to your intuition. Your intuition could be telling you that, hey, this heartbreak is temporary. Stay lighthearted. Stay optimistic about the future. But because you find it challenging to listen to your intuition, you're listening to the opposite end of the spectrum, listening to your ego. In fear, stressed out, anxious, losing a good night's sleep, feeling heartbroken, letting those thoughts affect your heart space, right? And because you're possibly listening to your ego, you could be looking at this orchard, the orchard card with the question mark is another extra card in this deck. This card speaks a lot about the apples on this tree. They aren't yours. The manifestation, the fruits of hard labor, they aren't yours. The orchard isn't yours. The fruit that are blossoming or coming to fruition aren't yours. But because you're listening to your intuition, High Priestess in the challenge, your ego is like, no, I put so much effort into this. I claimed this relationship. I put so much energy, time, money, effort into this relationship. I'm just now coming to a point where I'm comfortable with this person, where I'm comfortable with this environment, comfortable with this workplace. It's like, yeah, the eclipse that we're about to experience for the new moon in Aries, April 8th, it's going to bring a lot of changes, and a lot of people's egos, and their identity having to do with Aries are going to be shattered to some degree. It's like, no, listen to your intuition. It's going to tell you that you need to move on from that environment, from that person, that vehicle, that hobby, whatever it could be, Yes, I find it challenging as a Virgo to listen to my intuition because I put all this effort into this thing that I thought was mine. But no, in the upright, the orchard is something that doesn't belong to you. Meaning, yes, you find it challenging to recognize that this thing doesn't belong to you. This relationship wasn't worth all the effort, possibly. There was a lesson to learn from all of this effort you put into the relationship. And the lunar eclipse last Monday, I think Monday, maybe it was Sunday, I thought he was my person. Oh, goodness. 2 eclipses. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's eclipse season for sure. I know. We do have illumination on this person's side. Either they have gained some sort of truth and or illumination and or awakening about what they want and what they don't want, and maybe that's why they're leaving your life. Maybe that's why they're ghosting you. Because they now recognize the tools and or resources that they have at their disposal to possibly love someone else. Tough thing is there's 2 people it could be for me. Oh, goodness. Yeah, they possibly could have illumination about their own personal power, which I did mention in the first half of the reading. It's like, sure, this person is coming across their personal power, but is it in a positive way towards the Virgo? Like, hey, I now recognize and or came across some truth about my own personal power, so I can help, nurture this relationship, so I can give the Virgo reassurance? Or is it negative towards the Virgo? Like, no, their overthinking, their worrywart tendencies, their reassurance is giving not so confident vibes. And confidence is very attractive to this person, possibly. Attractive in general to everyone, but to this person, possibly, especially, To some degree, they've noticed a pattern in which the Virgo gets stressed out a little bit too easily. And now they possibly are stepping into their power to manifest someone that can handle either their lack of emotional intelligence, not the Virgo's lack of emotional intelligence, mind you, or the way they live, the way they carry themselves. It's like this person is coming across some sort of truth, illumination about their own personal power, and possibly they're recognizing that the Virgo doesn't add to their power to some degree. It's like, man, I feel for the Virgos right now. Maybe this has nothing to do with Virgo, for all I know. And they're recognizing their personal power within their own life, and it's like, hey, Virgo, sorry, this literally has nothing to do with you. I have a lot of love for you, but we can't make this work as long as I have this in my life, this job, this, or as long as maybe the Virgo has something in their life, that they're attached to. As long as you are at a long distance, as long as you have this job, this, this project, these family members you're relying on, or whatever the example, as long as this is in your life, I understand my own personal power. I understand my own capability of manifesting a desired outcome for myself. Said, I'm in Wisconsin. There you go. We are at a distance now. He just moved to Florida. What? That's not good. Wow. All right. We do have the Sun card. Maybe some you reading for yourself too. Yeah, kind of. Not 100%. Yeah, I do have Virgo rising myself, but I'm not 100%, you know, projecting my own life circumstances onto this reading. Not 100%, maybe 50 to 75. I'll put it that way, because I know myself being in a long distance relationship, it's like I'm a little bit worried about my partner. You know, are they necessarily going to understand what I'm going through? You know, living with family members and or having my own project that I have to bring along, you know, if I do move towards them. And it's like, are they going to be understanding, or are they going to be like, you know what, I'm done? And which I can't blame them to some degree, but at the same time, hey, you know, maybe the Virgo did put some sort of effort into this relationship and it's almost viewed as unfair, you know, and or disappointing. It's like, well, you would have never known what kind of effort I would have put in this relationship unless you was more patient with me, you know, but maybe this person just isn't meant to be in your life long term with the orchard. We do have the Sun to the Lovers. Maybe the Virgos are worried for nothing. Sun, happiest card in the deck. Illuminating light, just as the illumination card does. You know, when the moon is out, there's a lot of darkness, a lot of secrets, a lot of illusions, a lot of deceit. You know, sometimes self-deceit. It's like, oh no, I seen a shadow. Oh, it literally was just a shadow. You know, but then when the sun comes up, everything is illuminated. The lies, the deceit, they all turn into truth. Sometimes the truth is ugly. Sometimes the truth is awkward. No matter the case, do Virgo have a difficult time expressing themselves? I think sometimes. But why not be honest? Why not be honest and ghost me, though? That's what hurts. I agree. I'm Virgo Venus. They said, bring on the sun. Virgo, worried for nothing. Sounds so out of character, LOL. I know, we're worrywarts, and it's like, hey, both of you at least have the intentions to bring truth, to shed the light on some sort of truth in this dynamic. And it's like, hey, Virgo, no, I was just busy for a couple days. I love you. We're meant to be. We're soulmates. We're twin flames. We have a magnetic pull between each other. Why worry? You know, worry is only going to suck the fun out of every situation. So yes, Virgo, quit being a fun sucker. You know, fun police, wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. And it's like, cross-watcher, be a little more sensitive towards us Virgos. We cannot help it. We care. So yes, we're going to worry. We care, so of course we're going to worry. How much did I miss? Bree, you missed a lot. There's been a lot in this reading. You technically have 6 more minutes now. Technically 5 because I have to end the reading at 29 after, but I sure hope you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. I don't feel like I could repeat everything that I've said in this reading, according, you know, to all the pairings. I will definitely try, though. I'm going to try, but I've got less time every second I waste. So, yeah, Knight of Swords, Virgo. Too much taking, not enough reading. Too much talking? Maybe. I'll let y'all be the judge. Okay, no problem. Bunny ears. Okay, no problem. Thank you. I will subscribe right now. Thank you so much. All right, yeah, 9 of Swords, 3 of Swords. Definitely a lot of stress. Definitely a lot of, or let's say lack of sleep. Let's put it that way. 3 of Swords. I do feel like you are, to some degree, disappointed, heartbroken. And I hate to just leave it at that, but, you know, I don't want to come across as insensitive. But at the same time, like, I have a lot of information in this reading. So yeah, 9 of Swords, stress, anxiety, sleepless nights. You're missing someone, basically. You're heartbroken because they haven't been talking to you. Maybe they're about to be busy for the next few weeks. Maybe you feel like they're about to ghost you. High Priestess in the challenge, I find it challenging to listen to my intuition. My intuition would tell me that it's safe to just let this person do their own thing, to let them have their own lives. The Orchid could be telling you that maybe this person isn't for me. But, I mean, maybe your intuition is telling you that this person isn't for you. Maybe it's your ego that's saying, no, this person is for me because I put in so much effort in this relationship. There's no way this person isn't for me because I put so much effort into it and I'm so comfortable in this dynamic between us. It's like, just because you're comfortable in a relationship does not mean there's going to be growth, right? Sometimes that comfort zone is what keeps us from growing. Illumination on this person's part with the Magician. I do feel like this person is having some sort of truth being illuminated to them about their own personal power, the Magician, the tools and or resources they have at their disposal to possibly with you manifest a desired outcome or possibly without you. I do feel like both of your intentions are the Sun, though. You both want to be happy, no matter if it's with or without each other. And you both definitely want a deep magnetic pull towards each other, possibly. The intentions are there. I'm not sure if you both feel a deep magnetic pull towards each other still, or if you both are detaching. So, good evening from Ohio, Virgo here, September 9th. Awesome sauce. I'm not recapping again, though. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've only got like 2 more minutes to do the interpretation for We Were Friends Before Anything. That's good. Yes, last interpretation. King of Swords tells me that you're about to have a serious talk with this person like, hey, you can't just disappear on me. You can't just ghost me for a day or two and expect that I'm going to worry, or that I'm not going to worry. I put too much effort into this and I care. You know? I'm ready to love you as much as you want me to. I'm ready to be as empathic. I'm ready to be open, honest, and loving, you know, Queen of Cups. And if it's not going to be reciprocal, then I got to cut you out, you know? It's like, yeah, we do need to talk about the logic. We do need to talk about the facts and not sugarcoat them. We do need to talk about the truth of the matter, no matter if it's ugly or awkward. The truth is always better, no matter if it's awkward or ugly, than a lie, which is made to be so beautiful and perfect. Said, wait, is this Virgo or the other? This is King of Swords, Queen of Cups. This is the Virgo's advice. Virgo, your advice here is to, yes, have a conversation about how you would love emotional reciprocation from this person. You know, if you're not getting that reassurance from them, ask. And or, you know, in that sense, a closed mouth doesn't get fed, you know, but if this person is having some sort of illumination about, hey, yeah, it's not the Virgo. I have my own personal power now, and I'm recognizing that maybe it isn't the Virgo. If that is the case, then King of Swords, be more logical about this relationship. Know when to cut them out, and start manifesting towards someone that is reciprocal or can reciprocate their own emotions. With that being said, I'm a talk less because he couldn't own up to having feelings, so I left him alone. Oh goodness. I'm going to talk less now. And I'm going to end this reading. I hope this helped. I hope it was insightful, and I hope to see y'all on the next Virgo reading next Wednesday or possibly this Sunday for your personal paid readings. Thank y'all. Much love, and take care.